Hello everyone, Ryan here. Tell Me Everything by Minka Kelly. I recently listened to this audiobook and I actually liked it. And I mean, granted, I'm not, I guess I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of Minka Kelly, but I've been familiar with her acting since she was on Friday Night Lights. And I've seen her in a couple other shows, a couple other movies. So I didn't quite know what to expect. But it's pretty much memoir, also autobiography. I wouldn't say not like a strict autobiography, but more so memoir. Of course, it deals a lot with her childhood and the fact that she had very flaky parents. They were more so into drugs and hanging out with their friends and other people than they were with caring about their own daughter. Which I know there's a lot of parents like that, unfortunately. And unfortunately, there's a lot of children that are born into very unfavorable circumstances. And so Minka Kelly was one of those kids. And she really dealt with a lot. Really put up with a lot. And sure, it was bad enough that her father wasn't really in the picture, but then her mom at the same time was just always, just very flaky and just really not the best example of a mother. Yeah. Sure, there's a lot of slang words and terms and bad words that I could say, but ultimately what it came down to was just that, yeah, her mom was just not a very good example of a mother, or at least what a mother should be. Because, realistically, is more so like, her mom wasn't ready to be a mom. And because of that, she lacked a lot of the necessary parenting skills. And not only that, but she just lacked the ability to care about anyone but herself, really. And of course, which is kind of weird because it's not like Minka Kelly does give examples of different times when her mother did appear to care, or did really appear to care about her daughter's well-being. But it wasn't like an everyday occurrence, though. It was kind of like so few and far in between when her mom actually did care, or actually did show that she cared. So, yeah, that's it's one thing. Pretty much anyone can care about their child every now and then, but obviously one big sign of being a good parent is caring about your child every day. Every day. That's so, yeah. And just it was pretty sad that her mom just as far as her mom was concerned, she didn't really seem to care about her daughter every day. More so, just whenever it suited her, whenever it was, yeah, actually, it came off more like whenever her mom had nothing else to do, absolutely nothing else to do, then she would care about her daughter. So, yeah. It's, and of course, I mean, that's not to say that, you know, she was a bad person. I mean, sure, a very misguided person, but I don't know. I mean, I know, like, for a lot of people, they would just automatically label someone like that as just being an overall bad person. And, I mean, which is something that Minka Kelly addresses, and she makes sure to, like, say something about that in regards to the fact that, she didn't believe her mom was a bad person, just a misguided person, and of course also emotionally immature. So, uh, uh, as far as like Minka Kelly's acting career, I mean, in this book, audiobook, she doesn't go into like great detail about that part. There is some mention of it. Like she talks about how when she first got into modeling, because before she did any acting, she was a model, but she kind of fell into modeling because it was just kind of like a friend recommended it to her, but before that, she went to school to become a nurse. So she was in the process of becoming a nurse, and then she kind of fell into modeling, and she got these different, like she got booked on these different photo shoots and whatnot. And so she just did it because it was extra income for her, and because also too very early on she had to start supporting herself, and in fact, I mean, pretty much when I think like it, pretty much like as soon as she could walk and talk and feed herself, like I mean that's when she started supporting herself for. I mean, in more ways than one, and yeah, which I mean, to me, it made me have a lot of admiration. I mean, definitely made me admire Minka Kelly's resilience, and just the fact that she was able to put up with so much, and at the same time too, like really make sure that she didn't repeat her mother's bad behavior. Although I mean, when she was a teenager, she kind of did some stuff and got into trouble. I don't want to give anything away, but I mean, obviously, she was a misguided teenager. I mean, like a lot of misguided teenagers. But then what made it worse was because her mother was also misguided. So, and then of course, I mean, the way it ends, she mostly just talks about how she mended, or at least tried to mend the relationship between her and her mother, and so, which I guess she kind of did. I mean, her mother ended up passing away from cancer, and actually, it wasn't until her mother was diagnosed with cancer that's when her mother really started to care about being a mother, and which that's, well, I don't want to say too much about that, but yeah, that's it's, it seems like well, I mean, Minka Kelly even points out that it didn't seem genuine. That, because once her mother found out she had cancer, then that's when she cared about being a mother. So it was hard to accept that her mom was actually being genuine. But at the same time too, she didn't really want to question it, because she was just happy that her mom was finally interested in her life. And so yeah. Overall, I gotta give it. In fact, I think this might be the first audiobook I've listened to that is worthy of 5 stars. Yeah. Not only that, but first audiobook in a very long time. And I would say bare minimum 4.5, but like I said, and also the fact that it's really well written, and also well narrated. Minka Kelly has a lot of acting skills. I know that, but she even does different voices, and so which made it very engaging. Like for me, it made it very engaging. So that's what that's pretty much what I look for in books or audiobooks, that if it holds my attention, even if it holds my attention for even just half of the book, then yeah, I see no problem with giving it a good rating. So yeah, with this, there's so much more I could say, but I don't want to ramble on and on and on. But yeah, 5 stars. I got to give it 5 stars. Like I said, maybe bare minimum 4.5. But for right now, I don't see myself changing the rating anytime soon. But so yeah, 5 stars. I gotta give it 5 stars. Is just, I recommend, if you're a Minka Kelly fan, or if you're just a fan of memoirs in general, or autobiographical stuff in general, I recommend you check this out. Read the book, or listen to the audiobook, or both, however you want to choose to do that. Yeah, that's it. I don't know what else to say about it. Check it out for yourself. So that'll do it for my review of Tell Me Everything by Minka Kelly. Once again, I give it a 5 out of 5. I'm tired of talking here. I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. As always, next time, don't forget, keep it real, keep on rocking, and peace.